my therapist just shared a really powerful reframe about people pleasing, and I want to share it with you guys as it relates to chronic illness and autoimmune disease in women. So basically, my therapist was saying that people pleasing isn't a bad thing. It's when you give it to the wrong people. That's when it becomes a problem. When you're people pleasing from a place of feeling forced, or just if the intention is not authentic, if you're feeling forced to people please, or if when you're people pleasing you feel like resentful, right? And so I wanted to bring this up because people pleasing, especially in women, can be related to autoimmune disease, because when you people please to the wrong people, that creates anger and resentment in the body, which leads to a state of dis-ease, a diseased nervous system, which then creates chronic illness and autoimmune disease. And I feel like this is super fucking important to point out, because over 70% of people with autoimmune disease are women. And so this whole topic right here is key to healing autoimmune disease in women, because women are naturally giving. That's what the feminine does. The feminine is a giver. You know, she expands good feelings. But when we're giving and pleasing the wrong people, people that don't reciprocate that loving, giving energy that we're giving out, that's when resentment breeds. And that's when we create that diseased feeling in our body. Because think about it, when you're like giving to people that are good to you, it's like the giving is reciprocated. So it's just like this, circle of love and compassion. When you're doing that with the wrong people, and you're people pleasing with people that are toxic, that are takers, that are disrespectful, you breed resentment. And then she also made this resonated so hard, but she said, when you do this, you people please with the wrong people, it takes hits at your confidence and like your self-love. And that's huge, because again, when you're doing that with the right people, when you're people pleasing with people that are loving and compassionate as well, you will only feel more confident and more love for yourself also. But when you're doing it with people that are harmful and disrespectful, you do start to lose that self-confidence. You do start to lose like that love for yourself, because that sense of like love and compassion isn't being amplified with them. It's just being drained. And so this is why boundaries and discernment is key for the healing journey for women in general, but also like for chronic illness and autoimmune disease, because then we're discerning with who gets access to that love and compassion that we give. And then we're only allowing ourselves to be in mutually giving relationships, instead of relationships with people that are draining our love, our energy, our compassion. So to reiterate, people pleasing is not an all-around bad thing. It becomes a problem when you're people pleasing with people who are disrespectful to you, who don't prioritize your well-being, people who are takers. But when you're people pleasing with people that are mutually loving, compassionate, and giving, all of those energies are just amplified between the two of you in relationship. It's okay to be people pleasing with people that value you, appreciate you, celebrate you. because then all those good feelings are just being amplified. If you're doing it with someone who's toxic, disrespectful, like, all the good things in you are being drained. Confidence, love, compassion for yourself. That's why you have to be discerning with who gets access to that loving, compassionate side of you. Discernment is key, especially when you're healing the feminine, and especially when you're healing from chronic illness and autoimmune disease.